Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are from Group 7 with the member me, Muhammad Abdul Putra, and then Fadila, Raihadi Gibran, Tisha Ivana Shalom. We'll explain, we'll present about breaking the stereotypes, women empowerment through Ada Wong's character in Resident Evil 4. Next. So what is Resident Evil 4? Resident Evil 4 is one of the best horror games ever made. You play as Leon S. Kennedy, a cool US agent on a mission to save the president's daughter from creepy cult in a village full of infected people. In this game, there is a character named Ada Wong. Ada Wong is a mysterious and important character in Resident Evil 4. She is a spy who appears throughout the game to help Leon, but she always keeps her true goals secret. Next. This section will be explained by Rahadi Algibran. So Rahadi Algibran, it is yours.
For the next slide is why we choose this scheme. The first one is representation in media studies. Ada Wong is a significant female character in the Resident Evil series. Analyzing her character allows researchers to explore how media portray women, especially in action and horror genre, and whether this portrays challenge or reinforce stereotype. The next is gender study and the feminist theory. This research contributes to discussion in gender study by the examining how Ada Wong action, personality, and role in the narrative represent empowerment or resistance to traditional female roles, do supporting or challenging feminist perspective. The third is the construction stereotype gender. This construction of stereotype, this study provides insight into how the female character breaks away from passive, sexualized, and secondary roles often as assigned to women in video games, offering the critique of long, long-standing genders known as gaming. Next slide, please.
Okay, for this section, led by Fadila.
Okay, thank you, Rido. Uh, all right, I will explain the issue or the finding in this character, Ada Wong, that breaking the stereotypes, woman empowerment through Ada Wong's character. The first one is not a damsel in distress. What it means, not a damsel in distress. In other games, a character, a woman character in other games always capture or always uh, be as fragile or always be need to rescue for other men. Like in this game or character Ada Wong, she broken the stereotype. Women in games often need to be rescued by men, but in here, Ada Wong's always um not get a rescue for men. Like in this picture, she's rescue uh Leon, who is the main character. He is a man. It really contrasts with the other character like Haley. If I'm not mistaken, she is always need to be rescued. She is always in danger in this game. Next slide, please. Okay, the second one is femininity. And here, the second broken is femininity. Femininity equals weakness or shallowness. As you can see in this picture, Ada Wong always wears the feminine clothes. like in main character woman is always uh, captured as a strong power with their what they're wearing. In many games and media, there's an outdated idea that feminine women can be strong. Instead, strong female characters are often portrayed as like masculine in behavior or appearance, emotionally cold, overly aggressive, and stripped of feminine traits to be taken seriously. That this implies that femininity equals weakness and masculinity it equals strength, which is a gender stereotype. Can you move to the next slide? And the second one is a leader, not a follower. And here, the stereotype broken is women are often or because actors. She in this game, she is always operate solo, make her own decisions, and often knows more than the man lead. Her actions shape the story in ways the main characters don't even realize until later. Like she is, uh, let me explain in bahasa. Ada Wong itu bukan seorang yang mudah diatur, melainkan dia adalah seorang yang berjiwa pemimpin, tidak mau diatur oleh siapapun, baik itu lelaki atau perempuan, karena dia punya prinsip pemimpin itu sendiri dalam dirinya. Oke, think that's all for me.
Okay, this section, I will explain it. Saving the man. So in this scene, Ada Wong saves Leon when Leon almost shot to death by Mendes. Women are often seen as a burden and cannot save themselves. But in this scene, Ada saves Leon from Mendes who almost shot him to death. This breaks the stereotype of a woman who always portrayed as a weak character. Next, disobeying order. Women are portrayed as an obedient individual that always do what men want. But here, Ada is disobeying the man who gave her order and do what she wants. Here, Wesker told him to kill Leon, but Ada doesn't want to do that because she has other plans to do. Next, for this section will be explained by Trisha. Trisha, time is yours.
Okay, the last one is conclusion. The character is Ada Wong is she breaks many common of stereotypes female characters in video games like she is have a strong and then independent and then she have makes her own decision and she gave uh she saved the male character. And then Ada Wong represent meaningful progress in the portrayal of women in the video game, but she isn't not the final step. And then she paved the way for more complex and truly empowered female characters who control their own narratives from beginning to end. Jadi karakter Ada Wong ini membuka ruang bagi kehadiran karakter-karakter perempuan yang lain dengan kisahnya yang benar-benar itu tuh dikendalikan oleh dirinya sendiri. Jadi sekian, saya balik lagi move to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Trisha. Okay, I think that's all from us. If you have any questions, suggestion, you can leave it in comment section. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.